Welcome to the latest news updates from PhilNews24.
The 60-day suspension of rice imports starting September 1st is unlikely to cause inflation, according to DEP Dev Secretary Arsenio Balisacan, citing a 31% drop in global rice prices and sufficient domestic supply. He emphasized that the government will continue monitoring global price movements to ensure policy flexibility amid changing market conditions. 7 EDSA busway stations will undergo major upgrades starting this year under the Department of Transportation and the Department of Budget and Management's rehabilitation project, with improvements including platform widening, new shelters, accessibility features, and better signage. The PHP 200 million project will be implemented in 2 phases and is expected to be completed by mid to late 2026, supporting President Marcos Jr.'s push for commuter-centered transport initiatives. President Marcos said the Philippines is moving away from a car-centric transport system, noting that the lack of reliable public transportation has pushed people to rely on private vehicles, worsening traffic congestion. To address this, he highlighted ongoing efforts to improve rail and road networks, including the use of refurbished Dalian trains and the construction of the country's first subway, all aimed at reducing commute times and enhancing mobility. The DSWD has expressed strong support for a bill filed by Representative J.C. Abalos that seeks to prioritize tertiary education and employment for 4Ps beneficiaries by allocating at least 10% of slots in state colleges to them. Officials say the measure will sustain the government's investment in poor families beyond high school and help ensure long-term poverty reduction as part of ongoing efforts to enhance the 17-year-old conditional cash transfer program. The MMDA and the Valenzuela city government launched a joint cleanup of the Meycauayan River to prevent flooding, following President Marcos Jr.'s directive after severe traffic disruptions caused by heavy rains last month. The effort, part of the MMDA's Bayanihan sa Estero program, involves dredging operations, volunteer support, and infrastructure plans like a detention pond to mitigate future flood risks. Vice President Sara Duterte welcomed the Senate's decision to archive the impeachment case against her, emphasizing the importance of respecting the Senate's role and its majority vote. She also expressed readiness to face future challenges, viewing the case as an opportunity to address allegations, despite the complaint being deemed unconstitutional by the Supreme Court.
For more updates, visit us on PhilNews24.org. This is Katrina Blanca from PhilNews24. Thank you.